The Cathari Armada descended on Halcyon Prime without warning. Halcyon was not a fortress world. It was a garden colony, lush and green, a testament to what humanity had built beyond Earth. Families walked under violet skies, children laughed in meadows that stretched for kilometers, and the great silver rivers carried the lifeblood of a thriving new frontier. The Cathari burned it all in less than a day. Their ships were black, jagged like obsidian knives, tearing into orbit and unleashing fire upon the settlements below. Cities crumbled into molten glass. Orbital stations screamed distress calls until their signals dissolved into static. The Cathari did not even consider it a war. To them, it was a demonstration. They broadcast their massacre across the galactic networks. Children vaporized as schools collapsed. Civilians lined up and executed. Orbital liners shot out of space as they tried to flee. On the last transmission, a Cathari warlord stared into the camera, his voice dripping with contempt. Humans, fragile things, you are builders in a galaxy of predators. You are prey that dares to claim stars. Remember this day. Remember the mercy we grant you, for we could have taken Earth itself. Bow and live. Resist, and your species will vanish like dust on solar winds. And with that, Halcyon Prime was ash. The celebration of wolves, the Cathari high clans rejoiced in their halls of black stone. To them, it was not conquest, it was entertainment. They drank blood wine, boasting that the humans would do nothing. Their analysts mocked Earth's fleets as outdated relics of desperation. Humanity, they argued, had clawed itself into the stars on fragile ships, always outnumbered, always at the mercy of greater powers. They will mourn, not fight, said one clan lord. They will hide behind treaties and soft words, said another. They are too civilized, too slow, too patient. Across the galaxy, others nodded. For centuries, humans had been the strange anomaly. Stubborn colonists, builders of fragile trade networks, dreamers of peace. They had fought wars, yes, but always with hesitation, always paying a higher price than others dared. The Cathari believed Earth's silence would stretch on forever. They mistook patience for weakness. They mistook grief for surrender. They had no idea what waited beneath that silence. The weight of silence. For weeks after Halcyon's fall, humanity said nothing. No declaration of war. No counterstrike. Only funerals. Across Earth and its colonies, a heavy quiet spread. Memorials rose in every city, names carved into stone, faces projected into the night sky. Billions watched in silence as candles floated across oceans, as ships in orbit dimmed their lights in mourning. It was not weakness, it was gathering. The galaxy did not understand that silence can be the sharpest edge of rage, the Cathari mocked. They broadcast propaganda, declaring humanity broken. They sent envoys to Earth's council chambers with sneering threats, and still, humans said nothing until the silence broke. The first rumblings of the storm, the first sign came when Cathari patrol fleets began to vanish, not destroyed and gone. No wreckage, no survivors, no signal. The second came when trade lanes whispered of black ships moving silently in deep space, colossal, angular, without insignia. The third came when every human civilian broadcast across the colonies turned into a single, chilling phrase, repeated in every language, across every channel. At the same instant, we heard your laughter. Now you will hear ours. The galaxy froze. Earth's silence had ended. The thunder awakens. The mobilization was unlike anything seen before. Humanity had been underestimated for centuries, but in silence they had been preparing. Hidden shipyards and asteroid belts revealed fleets the galaxy did not know existed. Dreadnoughts older than nations were pulled from their slumber, refitted with weapons whose power bent physics itself. Experimental war machines thought abandoned, emerged in polished steel and humming plasma. Everywhere, fleets lit their engines, and the void filled with their roar. The first broadcast from the Unified Human Command was not a speech. It was a single, cold warning sent to every corner of the galaxy. To the Cathari clans, your fire will be returned 1,000-fold. Your worlds will fall as Halcyon fell. There will be no parley. There will be no mercy. We are coming. The galaxy had never heard humans speak so. It was not diplomacy. It was judgment. The storm breaks. The first strike fell upon the Cathari stronghold of Drazelfi. For centuries, the Cathari had boasted that their fortress world was impregnable, a bastion of obsidian towers and planetary shields. It fell in 2 hours. Human fleets emerged from hyperspace like a wall of iron and lightning. Carriers unfolded, releasing swarms of drones that blackened the skies. Orbital bombardments tore through shields with weapons that pulsed like the heartbeats of stars. Cities crumbled in firestorms. Warlords who had mocked humanity found their palaces split open, their banners burned to ash. And when the survivors begged for surrender, the human commanders gave only silence, then fire. Across the galaxy, world after world followed. The humans did not invade to occupy. They did not enslave. They did not posture. They destroyed. Entire Cathari fleets shattered like glass before Earth's relentless advance. Their warlords tried to rally, tried to counterstrike. But humanity had mastered something the predators never understood. Humans fought as one. Every ship, every soldier, every drone moved with singular purpose. No clan rivalries, no divided command. Only a storm that advanced without pause, relentless as the tide. The Galaxy Tremble's witnesses spoke of human dreadnoughts blotting out suns. They told of armored legions descending upon planets like falling thunderstorms, their boots striking the ground with the weight of judgment. They spoke of orbital strikes so precise they carved enemy strongholds from mountain ranges while leaving the valleys untouched, until they chose to erase them too. The galaxy, which had laughed at humanity's fragility, now cowered. Councils whispered. Nations shuttered their borders. Ancient empires sent envoys to Earth, begging neutrality, promising friendship. But Earth did not answer. Because this was not a war. It was not conquest. It was retribution. And until the Cathari were ash, nothing else mattered. The shattering of the warlords one by one. The Cathari high clans fell. The warlords who had once broadcast mockery now broadcast pleas. Some knelt. Some offered tribute. Others tried to hide in the outer dark, fleeing in fleets of desperate ships. It did not matter. Human fleets hunted them, silent and merciless. When the last High Clan fortress was surrounded, the Cathari leader broadcast one final plea to Earth. You have your vengeance. Enough. Spare what remains. We will kneel. We will obey. Only let us live. The human reply was a whisper across every frequency, as cold as the void itself. Halcyon Prime begged too. And the storm fell once more. The silence. After the storm, when it was over, the galaxy was quiet again. The Cathari were gone, their fleets reduced to drifting wreckage, their homeworlds burned into uninhabitable husks. Their name became a curse spoken only in warnings. But the silence was not peace. It was fear. Survivors across the stars whispered among themselves, telling their children never to provoke Earth. They spoke of humans as storms wearing flesh, of vengeance so vast it could annihilate empires. Some whispered that Earth's fleets had not returned home, that they still lingered in the void, patient, waiting, watching, because humans had shown the galaxy a truth it had never wished to know. Human patience is vast, but their vengeance is infinite, and their silence is thunder waiting to break in storms.